forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And strap on your seatbelts, cause it's all pedal to the metal from here. And without further ado, your amazing host, Drew Billy.
Welcome back to another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys here with your host, DB, and host Trevor Dinsmore. Trevor, how are you doing tonight?
Billy, remind me, what's the highest hand in poker that you can have?
Oh, fuck. Queen, right? No,
like highest hand of 5 cards, my friend.
Royal Flush.
Oh, well, I tell you, I got some good cards here. I got a, you can see, nice little straight flush. And in my humble opinion, with Omar's wheeling, dealing, slicing, and dicing, his trade deadline was the equivalent of that there straight flush, my friend.
Yes. I agree.
Do we want to dive right into trade deadline, or you got news first?
We can dive in. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, yeah, since it clearly the most important happening of this day, November 5th, 2024, was the NFL trade deadline. Second most, probably the playoff. And then, we have an election or something.
Correct.
Yeah, that was today. I mean, pops up once every 4 years. I don't know.
It's like the Olympics, yeah.
I filled out a ballot and I took a piece of candy on the way out.
Correct.
I had a nice little time. But diving right into the trade deadline, your Pittsburgh Steelers, and yes, I'm keeping the shades on for this segment, even though I can barely see myself and yourself on this thing. I trust that my camera is straight ahead of me.
You look good.
Mike Williams to the Pittsburgh Steelers in exchange for a 2025 fifth-round pick.
Absolute steal.
On top of that, a late ad came up pretty much right to the end of the deadline with this one. We added Preston Smith from the Packers for a 7th-rounder, bit of an unutilized edge rusher in that scheme. Packers integrating a little bit more youth into that defense, and we get a nice little comp package in veteran Preston Smith.
Correct.
What do we think, Billy? How are we feeling? Are we excited? What are we thinking? Are we thinking Super Bowl? Are we going to win a playoff game? Are we thinking 10+ wins? Where are you at, buddy? After these moves,
I think in to Steeler Nation out there, the answers, Omar Khan doesn't really give a damn what you have to say. He's going to make the moves that's right for the franchise. But I think in part he's answered all of our questions and what we wanted. So again, Mike Williams, you free up George Pickens down the field, more options there. Preston Smith, Trevor, that fucking front line, I would be very concerned.
We're gonna get fucking 10 sacks a game, brother.
I mean, it's fucking
sprinkle a couple fumbles in there. Defense isn't gonna lose us many games.
No. I mean, and
if I may put a Mike Tomlin flavor on this trade deadline, little something that he did during last week's game, office style, if I may.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
Yes.
Omar Khan, you should be showing up to work at Heinz Field in a limo every day.
Correct.
You are a slicing and dicing, wheeling and dealing son of a bitch that knows how to do his job. Dare I say a lot better than the last GM we had, even though we had more success with him.
More aggressive, yeah.
More aggressive. Adapted to the modern NFL landscape, willing to move guys to win now. And that is what the Steelers are all about this 2024 season. We are winning, and we are winning a lot, and we are winning right now.
Correct. No. I think we won the trade deadline day today. I think we
we'll get into that.
Oh yeah, okay, keep going.
Yeah. We're definitely one of the winners. I'm taking these off.
All right.
That was fun though. That was fun. If I could actually see myself with
You
these
looked
things
good.
on, they honestly they do look good. I like them
Yeah.
a lot. I think this is my style of sunglasses. I prefer these over the Oakleys that I've worn on here a couple times.
Yes.
I ought to get, you know what I ought to get? I ought to get like maybe aviators or something.
Yeah.
You know, the thin rim sunglasses. That's what I got to get. Anyway, real good move out of Washington here. They acquired Marshawn Lattimore in a 2025 fifth-round pick. In exchange, they sent to the Saints a third round, a fourth round, and a sixth round in 2025. And to me, I mean, you want to talk about a team signaling, we're here, we're about to win the division, and we're going to stomp over everyone that gets in our way. Commanders solidifying their back end.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Any other thoughts, Billy, on the Commanders in general, on their chances in the playoffs, on this trade?
I think it really extends the secondary, having him back there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's already confidence. I don't want to
This
talk
new
too highly of
regime,
him.
too. This new regime.
New regime,
Yeah.
aggressive. They saw a need, they got the need. That's not common. We don't speak of the guy that's used to be the owner there, but he would not be pushing the buttons down to the GM to make a move like this. So I think it's success. Commanders are, they're gonna be all right. They're having success. But I think he's going to be the new quarterback of their DB of their defense, basically. Bring him in. You know what I mean?
He's going to be a DB.
Yeah. Shit.
Several other moves to cover here. I'll kind of run through a couple of the lesser ones, and then we'll talk about a few of these. Khalil Herbert to the Bengals with, Zach Moss is now hurt, I think, for majority of the rest of the season, if not the rest of the season. I forget exactly what his injury was, but Bengals get Khalil Herbert in exchange for a 7th-round pick next year. Deontay to the Ravens for a 2025 5th, and the Ravens also got a 2025 6th in that deal.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a blockbuster, but, I mean, you got to look at who the Ravens have at their receiving core now. You got Aguilar, you got Zay Flowers, you got Deontay, you got Bateman, and you still got those two tight ends, Likely and Andrews. With Lamar slinging the ball like he's never slung it before on top of the run game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be fun playing them. We still got to play them twice. And they're in like peak form right now. They haven't lost. Have they lost since they were 0-2? I don't think they have.
No.
No, I think they lost one game. They lost last week. Duh.
What Deontay you're getting?
They lost to the Browns 2 weeks ago. Excuse me, 2 weeks ago they lost to the Browns.
Yeah,
they're 6-3, but they now have an improved roster, looking as dangerous as ever on both sides of the ball.
Right, but are you getting the Deontay that runs back fucking 5 yards after catching it?
Yeah,
or
I know.
Star powered that he can. He's a long, he's a long ball threats, RPO threat, which that. It might work out for him, Trevor. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous about that. And then there are other inquiry that they got too on the defensive side. I'm nervous about.
Who'd they get on the? Oh yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
Same here, brother. Same here.
Injury prone, but a hell of a fucking player. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and the trade that Billy's referring to, they also got Tre'Davious White and a 2027 7th-round pick from the Rams for a 2026 7th-round pick. So, Baltimore, again, going after it as well. A lot of clear signals who were buyers and sellers this year. Sometimes we don't get that. This year, it was abundantly clear. Not a ton of blockbusters past, I would say, D-Hop and Devontae. But still meaningful changes, especially coming the Ravens' way. Another meaningful change for the Lions, who lost Aiden Hutchinson for the year. They acquired Zadarius Smith. They also got a 2026 7th-round pick in exchange for a 2025 5th and a 2026 6th-round pick from the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, dumpster fire, but
The dumpster fire for the Browns, yeah, absolute sellers in this scenario, but
Yep.
the Lions sewing up their pass rush, which they desperately needed.
Yep.
Showed flashes in the last few weeks with Hutchinson out, but obviously definitely not the same with a game record without a game record like that. So you get Zadarius Smith in there, who's been a solid piece for the Browns for several seasons. And this was in the works for a few weeks. Both sides trying to come to terms with it. And, the deadline's going to trigger some movement. And thankfully for the Lions, they got that movement today in acquiring Zadarius Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about Khalil Herbert. We also saw the fruits of this labor. D-Hop to the Chiefs.
Yep.
That move probably should have been illegal considering D-Hop's performance the other night. He had 2 touchdowns and what was it, like 90 yards on 8 catches.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the Chiefs in exchange for a 2025 conditional 5th-round pick that could become a 4th for the Tennessee Titans.
I still think that's a steal.
No, that's absolutely a steal. You get Mahomes and D-Hop to get Mahomes has a primary receiver again. He hasn't had one to this level probably since Tyreek Hill.
Correct. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Juju's great. Rashee Rice, in their respective roles.
Yeah.
Filled them well, but they're not D-Hop.
No. Generational talent when in the right situation.
Mm-hmm. Generational talent and generational hair. I don't know how the hell he keeps
it's
up with the maintenance of that, but that's neither here nor there because I will never grow what he has.
Yes. Yep.
Then we talked about it right before the show here.
Yes.
Cowboys going all in this season. But now, seemingly thrown in the towel. Dak's out for a while. McCarthy's job is on the line. They're sitting there with 3 wins. They did get Jonathan Mingo, of all players, who was in behind 3 other guys on the Panthers depth chart at the receiver position. And they got him and a 2025 7th-round pick in exchange for a 4th-round pick. Cowboys got fleeced here, if you ask me.
Yeah, they did.
Fleeced.
Yeah, we're buying. That's what he quote.
We're buying. You're buying. You are buying shit that's on fire.
Correct.
That's what you're buying.
Correct.
And that's, to me, that's what they got in that exchange right there. Mingo's not going to make a huge difference, especially with Dak on the shelf. And you literally just swapped a 7th for a 4th.
It's stupid.
Doesn't make any sense to me. Then one trade that came in at the last hour, Khalil Davis to the 49ers in exchange for a 2026 7th-round pick. That went to Houston. 49ers bolstering their pass rush in the midst of all the injuries that they've been dealing with as well.
Yes.
So, clearly signaling that they're not done yet. Doesn't matter the mediocre record and the fact that they're just kind of sitting in a middling NFC West right now. They're saying we're getting Christian McCaffrey back this week. In all likelihood, we're going to try and make another run.
Right.
And in such, acquiring Khalil Davis. Then a couple others that came through in the last second. Cam Akers to the Vikings in exchange for a 2026 conditional. That would be a 6th-round pick. And the Vikings also gave up a 2026 conditional 7th-round pick. Jerome Baker and Ernest Jones swap places from the Titans and the Seahawks. And that was it. That was it. Then the Khalil Davis was officially the last move of this year's trade deadline.
Yeah. No, busy day. Was watching McAfee lose his shit live. It was enjoyable.
Oh, absolutely. But, it's great that 4 p.m. ET deadline.
Yeah.
Coincides with the 12 to 3 time.
Well, Roger's reaction too, if you guys didn't see that, you got to see his reaction when he finds out of Mike Williams getting traded.
Said he was like a good locker room guy. He's going to help the Steelers out in more ways than one. And to me, we saw his upside with the Chargers, right? He was putting up top 5 fantasy receiving numbers when he was healthy. If he can stay healthy, He's a big, lengthy body. He's strong. He can go up and catch passes, and he has speed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he complements George pretty well. You toss him on the other end. You toss George on one end. You let Pickens go up, get the jump balls. You let Williams run those deep routes, and Pickens
Mhm.
can also. Pickens is a big physical body. He can go over the middle.
Yeah.
You got Van at the 3 spot, Calvin in the slot when we need him to run either short routes, slants, crossers, gadget plays, whatever you need him for. And, obviously on punt return, he just had a return touchdown a little while ago.
Special.
So, I mean, if I'm Russell Wilson, I'm looking back and I'm like, I can throw it to this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. On top of Freiermuth and Najee.
Here's, and I don't know if the people out there realize this, why we're making this such a big deal. Mike Williams is 6'4", Pickens is 6'4". I believe Van Jefferson's around 6'1", 6'2". Calvin's
6'2" or 6'3", I believe. Yeah,
Calvin's the shortest one out of all of them, and I think he's 5'11".
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty fucking good,
Yeah.
Trevor.
Yeah, we got some tall boys.
Yeah.
We got some well, and obviously Pat 6'3", 6'4".
And then Darnell 6'7". I mean,
Oh,
the height. It's like a fucking basketball team. But
well, it works for Russell Wilson's moon balls. You know what I mean?
correct.
He's gonna throw them to the skies. They're gonna go up in the clouds, but you know something that they're gonna end up right in the bread basket. You know, that's over here, right here.
Yep. Yeah.
They'll go 10,000 feet in the air, but you bet your ass they're dropping right in Pickens' arms.
It's like an impenetrable wall. Good. Yeah. Good shit, Dustin. Way to light it up in the comments tonight.
Dig it, my friend.
Anyways. Do you want to keep going with your news, or
no? We'll go over to your news, Billy, because I just got segments after that.
That's okay. So. No, that was a lot.
We had to be addressed, my friend. Had to be addressed.
No, but diving in here is just carrying off what we were talking about. The Cowboys. Dak Prescott is out for multiple weeks due to a hamstring injury he suffered against the Atlanta Falcons. If you haven't seen the video, he says on the sideline, "We fucking suck." I believe to a teammate. Did you see this video, Trevor?
Yeah. I saw it on Instagram.
The team doesn't suck. You fucking suck. But now he's injured. So you tell me what makes sense here. But anyways, he's going to get a second opinion, but he might be out multiple weeks. And they are deciding if they're going to put him on IR or not, Trevor. So it could get interesting here. Cooper Rush is going to take the snaps, though. And I've always been a fan of Cooper.
No, same here. Totally professional guy. Knows the strategy inside and out for the Cowboys. I mean, it does change when he's in there for sure, but knows how to manage a game. And rarely does he lose the game on his own.
Yeah. And
gave the Steelers a run for their money a couple times.
Yeah. Yes. But this comes after DeMarcus Lawrence is on IR. And Micah Parsons hasn't played since week 4. So really, they're in fucking shambles. And Jerry, you did a hell of a job at the trade deadline trying to fill some of those holes, but that's all right.
Man. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's 8 games through for the Cowboys, 9 for the Giants. If you'd have told me leading up to week 10, the Cowboys are only going to have one more win than the Giants, I would have told you to get the hell out of here with that. What the hell do you want? I want to smoke some of that.
Yes.
Because
we were high on them.
Oh, no, I was absolutely high on the Cowboys. Yeah. And I did not expect the 2 bottom teams in the NFC East right now have not won a game at home this year.
Correct.
Combined, they have an 0-8 home record.
Yeah.
That's astonishing to me. That is astonishing, especially we saw the last 3 years, the Cowboys' dominance at home, obviously not in the playoffs, but in the regular season, they lost maybe, 1 or 2 games every year at home?
Yep.
This year, they haven't won one yet. And the pièce de résistance, if you will, getting throttled at home by the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, we've been waiting for this day. If you watched our projections for the season, I was not high on this gentleman. I said he could literally pull his pants down and moon the crowd and tell everybody to go fuck themselves, and they wouldn't fire him. But you know what? Monday, they fired him, Trevor. They fired Dennis Allen. The Saints finally fired him after the 7th consecutive loss.
Really quick, Billy. Yeah. I tried to resist. I have one more thing to say on the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
They've disappointed every one of their fans. They've also disappointed me. You know why, Billy?
Why is that?
Because it's always it's the buildup, and then it's the bigger that they are, the bigger the ego, the harder they fall, right?
Correct.
But straight out of the blocks here in the first half of the season, they haven't had a chance to get off the ground.
Yeah.
They've taken all the fun out of it for me.
Yeah, it's not even.
They're so disappointing. They're so bad. And now they lost Dak on top of losing D-Law and Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even fun to make fun of them this year because normally you have to wait till the playoffs and then they get their absolute shit kicked in.
Correct.
And then I laugh my ass off for 3 straight days about it. I laugh my ass off. Yeah, I laugh my ass off every week, but it accumulates to about 20 minutes total.
Here's a question for you. We're not even close to being Cowboys fans. We hate them with a passion. But
they're my 31st favorite team. Yes.
Would you rather them not make the playoffs or make the playoffs and get blown out?
Make the playoffs and get blown out.
Okay.
Because it gets those Cowboy fans so riled up, so arrogant, so obnoxious, and Michael Irvin practically makes children on live on First Take with how horny he gets about the Cowboys.
Correct.
He gets all fired up, and then it all in one fell swoop comes crumbling down.
Yeah.
And then the whole country, minus Cowboys fans, are laughing all off season. All off season. This year, that's probably not going to happen because, yeah, they sucked, but they sucked pretty much since the get-go.
Correct.
So we knew they weren't going to, do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To me, they just need to get people's hopes up. They need to get their own fans' hopes up because they're the most annoying fan. In my, obviously, I'm a Steelers fan. We're pretty damn annoying too.
Correct.
They're the most annoying fan base in the NFL. And just to see them be annoying for a little while. And then all of a sudden, in one fell swoop, they get a giant ass wedgie for the entire offseason. Stephen A comes out in his cowboy hat, smoking a cigar, and he laughs for 3 straight hours on First Take.
Yep.
We're not going to get that this year, unfortunately. We're getting periodic Stephen A laughing on social media. How about them Cowboys, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. I like the build up to the disappointment.
I got you.
Yeah. But anyway, continue with Dennis Allen because you called this from day one.
Well, we're 2 weeks further than I expected. I said week 6, so I'm a little upset about that. But it happened.
Week 6, yeah.
In all the games that he's coached, Trevor, he's coached 43 games at head coach. Allen compiled an 18-25 record, 41.9% percentage of winning. I don't know. You had Michael Thomas going after Derek Carr. Then they fire him. Like, this is all, it's a clusterfuck down there in New Orleans right now.
It is.
Absolute fucking disaster.
And you just signed Kamara to an extension.
Right.
Extension.
Right.
So, like, you get to 2-0. You sign Kamara to the extension. You're on your high horses. Best scoring offense in the NFL through 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And
I'm then believe,
you believe your own hype, and then you absolutely shit the bed for the next 7 games. I want to run down these 7 games that they've lost real quick because they've been some doozies. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
After beating the Panthers 47-10 and beating the Cowboys on the road 44-19.
Yep.
So let it be known, Cowboys, they just keep getting blown out at home.
Yep.
Lost to the Eagles 15-12. Lost to the Falcons 26-24. Chiefs 26-13. And here's a doozy for you. Actually, pretty much here on out are doozies. Buccaneers 51-27. Broncos 33-10. Chargers 26-8. Panthers.
Yeah.
Bryce Young Panthers 23-22. And I believe there's some stat out there, and I gotta look this up real quick. It's something to do with 150 rush yards, outgaining the opponent by 150 yards. Something along those lines. I think I have it saved on Instagram here, Billy. Let me find that. You can blab about Dennis Allen for a minute, please.
We have a resident Raiders fan here tonight joining us, the wonderful Natester. He handed me something here, Trevor. I didn't know this, and I think you'll enjoy this. Carr's the only quarterback to lose 31 different teams.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's for the viewers.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So, no. Well, he's looking for that. Just a shit show down there. If you're a
Mhm.
Saints fan, God bless your soul. But I think you're going through chemo right now to get rid of the cancer, and I think you got the cancer out of there. Dennis Allen, what a fucking disaster.
Yeah, I gotta find this. I'm scrolling. I gotta
Oh, you're
scroll
good.
through group chat to find it, but I'll find it. We can go on to the next topic. I can circle back.
Yeah, but yeah, he took over for Sean Payne. But anyways, other stuff here. It's a long fucking. Hold on, Trevor.
Take your time, my friend.
Also, if you didn't see the clip already, you live under a rock. In the 28-23 win over Jacksonville, the Eagles had probably one of the most impressive plays I've ever seen. Happy to see he's a Penn State alum. Saquon jumping literally fucking backwards, Trevor. Leaps the guy to get 14 yards. One of the most impressive plays I've ever seen with my eyes. I don't know if you guys want to hit us up in the comments. What do you think is the most impressive play you've seen? But that, literally leapfrog the fucking guy backwards. And it's there. If they're not making T-shirts already, Trevor, they should be. Because I might buy one. If it's not Eagles colors, I would wear that shirt that has him doing that, because that was. I don't know if it's better than Odell's fucking catch or Pickens's catch, but it's up there. It's definitely up there. I'm just trying to think of.
Yeah. Oh, I found the Derek Carr first QB to lose 31 teams NFL history.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's not saved in here.
That's all right.
It's probably saved in a tweet that I didn't click on, but I don't know. Some ridiculous stat where teams were like 275-0. I think it was if they won the turnover battle, outgained the opponent by 150 yards, and had 150 plus rush yards. They were like 275-0, something like that. 275-1 for the Saints.
No shit.
Yeah.
Jesus. But no, Saquon's play. What do you think there?
The ass backwards hurdle. Oh
yes.
My God. It was like Naomi giving somebody the rear view. Like,
yep. Correct.
Like, here, look at my ass while I hurdle you.
Yeah.
One of the most impressive ball carrier moves I've seen ever.
Yep.
Ever. I did not watch that live. I was driving home from a weekend of making homemade pizza with my grandparents, manja, if you will. And I saw that, and I thought to myself, what the hell were the Giants doing with that guy?
Correct.
All of a sudden, he goes to Philadelphia. He's just lighting it up. He's scoring a shit ton of touchdowns, shit ton of rushing yards, second in the NFL in rushing yards for a time. And now he's just hurdling guys backwards out of nowhere. That's something he did not do at Penn State. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
He hurdled guys, sure, but he did it frontwards.
Yeah. Not bad. No. And that speaks to Barkley, how he downplays the move after the game, Trevor. He gives all credit to God. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like God gave me the ability to play this position and gave me some instincts. I to the day I die, I'm going to be a fan of him. I wish he was wearing a Steeler uni, but God damn it. I'm a big supporter of Saquon Barkley. The quote right there says in itself what kind of person he is, Trevor. For fuck's sake, he's not like, oh, I can squat 600 pounds. Well, God gave me that ability to squat 600 pounds. It's not me. You know what I mean? Jesus. How can you hate that guy? You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know. Man.
I mean, unless you're a Michigan or Ohio State fan or whatever the fuck, but
he kicked your ass for 4 seasons at Penn State.
Yeah.
You know?
Correct.
Oh, so here's that stat for the Saints. I apologize, I had to look it up. Yeah,
no,
outgained Panthers by 150 plus yards, ran for 150 plus, and won the turnover battle. In the last 20 years, teams with those metrics had gone 275-0 before the Saints.
Yeah.
Just to get all my information right, but Saquon, man. And how about those Eagles? How about those Eagles? After Sirianni mouthing off to some Browns fans, or maybe it was his own home fans. I don't really remember.
Eagles.
Yeah, his own fan. I thought it was his own fans booing him for beating a mediocre Browns team by 4 points.
Yeah.
Making a case for themselves as we run through this NFC.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No,
Well, they won their last couple games now.
Yeah, 2 or 3, I want to say.
Won their last 4 games, convincingly beat the Bengals last week as well on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that Browns game, they beat the Giants 28-3, as you should. Just fucking dispatch them. Beat the Bengals on the road 37-17, and then beat the Jaguars at home 28-23. And honestly, that game I don't think was even that close.
No.
I think it took a late score from the Jags to make it close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sirianni, mouth off all you want, my friend.
Yeah.
Philadelphia fan, you know what they say about Philadelphia fans? They're the best because they're the worst. And that might be the case with Nick Sirianni as an NFL head coach. He's the best because he's the worst.
Correct.
Attitude-wise, I should say. Attitude-wise.
Yes. But swinging over here, the Raiders have basically gutted their whole offensive side of the ball, or offensive side of coaching. Let's see, who did they get? They got rid of the QB coach, Rich Scandagarello. I'm gonna fuck that name up. I apologize, Rich. Hope you're doing all right. Offensive line coach James Gregg, and their offensive coordinator Luke Getsy. Antonio Pierce says it's time to make a change. I think so. Miles ripped the Band-Aid off now and got it out. I don't know. What the fuck do you do in that situation, though, Trevor? You shove assistants in there? Or, 3 positions.
Oh, yeah. You just kind of promote from within and delegate responsibilities at that point. And maybe you take on a few more responsibilities yourself as a head coach.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to promote some of your assistants and
weather the storm till the off season.
Mm-hmm. Essentially, yeah. Raiders right now sitting at 2-7. Not looking good. Only 2 wins are actually against AFC North opponents. They beat the Ravens and the Browns earlier this year in the midst of a 5-game skid. And none of those games particularly close either. I guess the Rams game, but that's really about it. Got throttled by the Broncos, Steelers, Chiefs wasn't really that close, even though it was a 7-point game. And then, of course, losing to the Bengals on the road with. And I'm going to rub this in your face again. I predicted Joe Burrow 5 touchdowns.
You did.
He did exactly that, my friend.
Yes.
Came in clutch for my Survivor League fantasy.
Yes. So I got to throw this out here, though.
Please.
You got Aiden O'Connell suffered a thumb injury in week 7. You got Gardner Minshew. You got Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
Do you hand the keys to Desmond Ridder?
See what you got with him? Maybe.
At this stage, you're not losing anything.
Right.
Me and Nate talked about it. I don't know.
What's weird, too, is the Raiders didn't really sell at the trade deadline. They're not really willing to give anybody up, especially on the defensive side of the ball, which makes sense. The defense on paper is the best part of their team.
Correct.
Obviously, optically, not looking great this season, but, of course, the Raiders, they're not playing complementary football by any stretch of the imagination. The offense needs to be good for the defense to be good, right?
Yes.
Or the offense needs to at least hold the ball a little bit, not beat themselves, so the defense can take over, win the games, a la what the Steelers did for a while.
I'm going to say, and I said that, and I'll say this to Raiders fans listening and Steeler fans, this is Kenny Pickett. This is like how it was with Kenny Pickett as our quarterback. Because the defense was fucking tired all the time.
Yeah, we just had a better defense. Yeah, and that's it. That's not a means to insult anybody on that Raiders defense, especially the likes of Max Crosby. They honestly, coming into the season, I thought they had a pretty solid unit. They're just getting worn the fuck out because their offense is not on the field at all.
Correct. I agree.
So,
I'm just happy
you play the likes of Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow in the last 2 weeks.
That doesn't help.
Not going to look good.
Yeah.
But, I'm a pray for some Raiders fans. Okay.
No, but
may God bless all the Raiders fans out there. May they get through the season with sanity, not lose their heads. And as always, look forward to next season. Hopefully
Yes.
with Antonio Pierce and the boys riling them up.
Yeah.
Just win, baby. Amen.
Amen. I agree.
Never thought I would do that on air for Raiders fans, but
Well, the fact, and I just told him before the show too, and they hired North Turner, ex-coach of theirs, as their senior advisor. So you're seeing things happen. Brady's in the ownership. I mean, you're going to see some ties hopefully change. That's all you can hope for.
Yeah. There's one change that we're going to talk about a little bit later, Billy. It's part of one of my segments.
Yes. No. But just we're going to touch on this. This is going to be in a later segment. But Anthony Richardson benched. Joe Flacco comes in. He has a shit game.
Stinks up the joint.
Where the fuck are the Colts at? Not to go too far into it. Okay, we can't go too far into it.
Well, no. We can go into it.
Okay. I don't want to fuck it up.
They have the defense that can win them some games.
They got dogs on
I don't know. They're just as mid gets right now.
Yep.
It's like the Steelers these last couple seasons. They might win this week. They might win by 30, or they might lose by 4. They might win by 4 or lose by 30.
Correct.
You just never. It doesn't really matter the opponent either.
No.
It's
very interesting.
It is. And you had a Vikings team that admittedly lost a couple of relatively close games under some weird circumstances.
Yep.
And of course, you have the hangover of the last time you played in that building. You gave up the biggest comeback in NFL history. I don't know if that really played a factor, but I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah.
So you got a bit of a reeling Vikings team. You're kind of middling, looking to establish your spot in the AFC South, and you go out and you score 13 offensive points.
Yeah.
Not good. And I think it was 7 headed into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to go. That was an ugly game to watch. I will absolutely admit that.
Yep.
Actually, I think that lone touchdown was a fumble return. Let me verify that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fumble return for it. So they didn't score any offensive touchdowns in that game.
Jesus.
Damn. Oh. Taylor had a down game. Flacco, 179 yards and a pick.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't get it going, man. Couldn't get it going. And on the other side, Darnold, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Was looking a little shaky in the first half. Settled in, threw the 3 touchdowns. Jefferson, 7 for 137. Josh Oliver, Jordan Addison, and Jalen Naylor had the receiving touchdowns for the Vikings, and they cruised.
Yeah.
They cruised. And in the midst of all of it, Justin Jefferson threw a 22-yard pass. Just for shits and giggles, I guess. Vikings are having fun out there right now.
Yeah.
They're having fun. Kevin O'Connell, honestly, probably your coach of the year right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one. I had this Vikings team getting 5 wins, I think. Mm-hmm. They've already surpassed that through 8 games.
Yeah. Very shocked.
Insane,
yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm. But
good for them. I'm happy for Vikings. Vikings fans deserve to be happy after all they've been through. Come on.
Well, no, I agree. But last news here I have until Trevor's segments. All eyes were on Tyler Bass, Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
The living room at this house was I was freaking the fuck out because I had Josh on the fantasy team. I got bets in. I lost the parlay regardless of what the fuck the outcome was.
Sure.
But regardless, we need to talk before we talk about this kick. Sean McDermott's clock management stresses me the fuck out more than watching a Steelers game. I've
shaky.
He uses all of his fucking timeouts. I'm like, why the fuck aren't you saving that last time out there? You didn't need that. You have 41 on the clock. He uses it. I don't know. It worked out. But
what down was it at that point? Was that second down or third down?
It was second down.
Second down when he burned it?
Yeah.
Like he burned it after the second down play or after the
second down play? After the first down play. Burned it going into the second.
That makes a little bit more sense, I guess. Potential to use the middle of the field and you can still get up and
Yeah.
Plus, it was it's not like you were losing. You had a tie game on your hands.
Yeah. But I
So,
would say
weird. But
it was
I'm just
very
trying
weird.
to
Understand his madness.
yeah. Trying to get into his brain a little bit.
Because let's say they didn't get out of bounds like they were able to there.
Yeah.
He's tackled like we saw with Dak against the Bucks. He slid in the middle of the field. What? You're fucked. There's no way.
That was against the Niners, but yeah.
Against the Niners, yeah. But no. But anyways, he gets on the field. He misses the extra point. Previous in the game, he comes on. I'm shitting my pants. He hits a fucking 61-yarder in Buffalo. I mean, pretty happy for the fucking kid.
Got the game ball after the fact. Nice little
emotional.
social media post that the NFL and the Bills posted on Instagram. That was wonderful. He gave a little speech as well.
Yeah.
Again, you talk about people that deserve to feel good a little bit. Tyler Bass, definitely one of those people, especially after the way his season ended last year.
Correct. Now, I have to say this because it's in this article. They were having tryouts a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
If he misses that kick, Trevor, was that a career kick there?
A career-making kick, potentially.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think that would have broke his career. It was 61-yarder. When a field goal is starting with a 6,
I know.
Chances are you're going to Boswell's, to my knowledge, only miss this season was like a 62-yarder, I think. 62-yarder.
Yep.
So, and like we don't even, like, Steeler fan that fucking dismiss that, right? 61 yards at Heinz Field. I don't care. Let it go. 61-yarder misses it in what's the Bills stadium name? I forget.
Highmark. Yeah.
In Buffalo, you miss a 61-yarder? Yeah, fine. Yeah, a little bit. No, I get it. little more clutch of a moment there, but to me, yeah, obviously best case scenario, he makes it, essentially, keeps his job for a long time as a Buffalo Bill, I would think, and keeps himself in the hearts of Bills fans forever.
Yeah.
But if he misses that, you go to overtime, you prove that you're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NFL. If you're the Bills, you got to do that as a team. And they've been one of the more complete teams in the NFL this season. Go prove it again.
Correct. Agree.
But thankfully, they didn't have to do that. Overcame McDermott's clock management, and they won the game. Didn't have to worry about going to overtime and losing a coin toss and potentially losing the game.
And I was getting flashbacks to their game against the Texans. That's why I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Oh, totally get it.
Shit. But anyways, no, it was a good end to the fucking game. But I'll be back later with debate time here. I'm gonna queue up what's more likely for Trevor here. Hold on here.
Yes, sir. You don't do the verbal thing anymore.
What's more likely for Trevor Dinsmore?
After you sip a Jim Beam, thank you.
Yeah, I was trying to not spit it out on the keyboard.
I could tell you're like, what's more likely with Trevor Dinsmore?
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, welcome to this week's edition of, my personal favorite segment, and hopefully a favorite amongst the fans as well. What's more likely? And starting right out, building off the NFL trade deadline discussion from earlier, more likely AFC North acquisition to make a bigger impact on their respective teams' pass game, Deontay Johnson or Mike Williams?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I'm going there right away.
I'm going to say Mike Williams. Outside looking in.
That's fair.
Fair.
It's pretty good compliment to George, probably getting underutilized in New York amongst the trees that are in that organization. Your Garrett Wilson's, now your Devontae Adams. Wasn't really getting a whole lot of work there. I think he'll get a good bit more work in Pittsburgh. As far as Deontay, to me, he's going to be what he was in Pittsburgh, and that's a volume, short yardage guy.
Yes.
His maneuverability, his ability to get open suits the Ravens style perfectly.
Yeah.
Honestly, really suits the entire AFC North perfectly. He can, he's very good. He's very good. I think he's going to do great things at Baltimore. Just hopefully not against our Steelers. Okay.
Correct.
Might be a little conflict of interest there, but float us a win, will you? There, maybe oops, I dropped this.
Yeah.
Get a case of the drop season we're playing you.
And just to go off of it, I don't think people are getting why we're so fucking excited. This literally is letting another stallion be with another stallion.
Correct.
Run in the fucking fields together.
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
This is a very big day.
No, I would say one of the biggest Steelers trade deadlines of recent memory.
Yes.
And got us something we desperately needed, something we've been pursuing, honestly, for months.
Yes.
So, that's a good payoff. To me, that's a good payoff.
Yeah.
But I'll say Mike Williams marginally. Okay. I think he'll have more splash plays for us, which which we'll need.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he's going to get George more open.
Mm-hmm.
I would think.
Yeah.
Or they're just going to smother George, and we can just throw it to Mike. Whatever.
Yeah. And you got fucking Calvin over
Russell Wilson just boop, boop,
yeah.
boop. Yeah.
Throwing fucking
darts.
dimes.
Throwing darts, my friend. Just throwing darts. More likely FanDuel weekly special. I love to toss these in there. More likely FanDuel weekly special to hit for week 10. Christian McCaffrey recording 10 plus rushing yards in each quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Or Jamar Chase and Zay Flowers to have 25 plus receiving yards in each half. The former at plus 360 on FanDuel, the latter plus 470. And yes, I'm holding a pen as I direct that. I like to talk with a pen. I'm Italian, so
I'm going to go with the ladder on that.
Ladder?
Mm-hmm.
Really? You don't have faith in CMC's rushing yards, huh? Is it just a usage thing or what?
Usage thing, and I think he's gonna have a better first half, and then they're gonna kind of cruise, mix out whatever the hell's his name. Fuck. Who's the second? Yeah, I mean he's coming on strong. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's been good.
He's at CMC, but he's pretty goddamn good.
No, by no means. And they do play the Buccaneers on the road. Favored by 5.5. Bit of a tough matchup there, I would say.
To come back, yeah.
Situation where they could definitely utilize him in the pass game. His versatility is going to come into play.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, especially with, no. Debo's good. I thought someone. Oh, Ayuk's hurt.
Yeah,
that's
fucked.
Yeah, out for the season.
Yeah.
Duh. Again, as soon as I get on here, my memory just goes to shit.
Yeah.
That's why I write all this shit down. Going to the college ranks here, more likely to keep their job at their current school for a longer period of time. And I'll give you some background on this. Don't worry. James Franklin and Dabo Sweeney. For context, James Franklin, his buyout drops to $1 million in 2025, making 7.5 base plus incentives through 2031. Dabo, his contract also goes through 2031, $115 million total. I believe that was an 11-year deal. Dabo has a $9 million buyout to join Alabama and a $6 million buyout for any other school currently.
I'm going to have to go with Dabo.
Dabo lasts longer?
Oh.
Yeah, more likely to keep their job for long.
Franklin,
really? You have a lot of man.
I don't have faith. I see stubbornness, Trevor.
Stubbornness on the part of a Pennsylvania football team?
Yeah.
We don't know anything about that.
Yeah. Well, just to give context, something happened at Penn State. Then what's his name came in. God. And I give him so much credit. What the hell was his name?
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien comes in, weathers a storm, gets us, does a hell of a job. Then Franklin comes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they fucking feel like they have to stick with him, even though his record literally is fucking ass. against top teams. I think they're going to keep them.
3-18 against top 10 teams.
Yeah.
No, 3-18.
Literally
12-27 against ranked teams.
Yeah. And then he was saying Ryan Day, I hope I'm not saying the wrong name. Ryan Day, right? He got a certain ref group to do their game. I don't know if that's real. I don't know if you saw that.
I honestly did not.
Okay. I don't know if that's just someone trying to fucking get clicks or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, during the game, I was making some homemade pizza. I was having a good time, having a couple of those.
Yeah.
Did not pay attention to anything post game other than what I saw on Bleacher Report, Twitter, and in whatever people sent me in group chats. I did not see that Ryan Day thing. I that didn't come up.
I just want the board of directors to watch the crowd's reaction on that 4th and 1, and you fucking tell me if this is the guy. Okay.
Oh, that four play sequence on the goal line that second time around, run up the middle once, get a couple yards, run up the middle second time, stuffed, third time, stuffed, and then you do the most predictable thing on 4th down, which is go play action, try and hit your tight end, bat it down in the end zone. What are we doing here?
You want to talk about fucking pain?
Oh, I was mad. I thankfully I have a line of credit with my grandparents in the amount of swear words that I can say in their household. I used up a good bit of that line of credit in that moment.
Yeah, but Pat McAfee get the whole crowd hyped. And then that. What the fuck?
That was bad.
Anyways, yeah, we got to keep going.
6 offensive points.
Yeah.
No offensive touchdowns at home.
No.
In a, not the official whiteout, but whiteout.
Important game. Very
important game
of the year.
Biggest game of the season.
Yep.
And you scored no offensive touchdowns. None. 0. That being said, I think Dabo, talk about stubbornness. I think Clemson's going to keep Dabo around. He has too much of a history, too much of a buyout.
Okay.
So, second biggest thing that happened today. First biggest NFL free agency, in my opinion. Second biggest thing, college football playoff rankings officially released. Now, let me click into it here. We got a couple teams on the outside looking in that have some pivotal games coming up. It could determine whether they potentially make an SEC championship and get into the playoff. That being said, most likely team that's currently on the outside looking in the SEC to make the college football playoff, LSU or Texas A&M?
LSU.
You like LSU?
I've been sticking with them. I've been being
would it help if I told you they're playing Bama this weekend?
Ooh, let's go Texas A&M.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm good there.
I had a feeling you might switch.
Yep. Like a fucking. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. No. For context, LSU plays Alabama. They're at home, and then they got Florida, Vanderbilt, Oklahoma. So it basically comes down to if they can beat Alabama, right? On paper.
Big game.
A&M. Oh yeah, going to be a great game. Texas A&M, on the other hand, they got New Mexico State on the 16th. They're actually off this week, and then Auburn. They finish it out against Texas. That's at home, though.
Ooh. Big fucking game.
Oh yeah, so you got some big games right there, you know.
Yep. Wow. Okay. Stay fucking tuned, buddy. I'm still going A&M though.
Still going A&M. I'm on A&M as well. Not only because, well, even in spite of the loss to South Carolina, they did look pretty bad in that game. I mean, once the wheels fell off the wagon, excuse me, all hell broke loose, and South Carolina kind of ran up the score on them a little bit. But I saw them play against Notre Dame. I saw them play in a few other games. The Florida game I saw, Missouri, they kicked the shit out of. To me, they have more of an identity and much more of a defense, and a coach that knows how to get them there too, and a coach that has something to prove. Mike Elko in his first season as Texas A&M coach, first season at a powerhouse program. LSU, on the other hand, with Brian Kelly, he's been there, done that with Notre Dame a little bit. He has a family. I always have to make that joke. I know it's old, guys. I know it's dry. I know it's drier than Siberia, but I always have to do it. I have to do it. Yeah. So Texas A&M
Picked up and he also picked up a Southern accent, Trevor.
No, immediately, as soon as he got down there.
Correct.
Did a 10 to 15-minute meeting with Notre Dame, said, yeah, I'm out of here. 3 days later, he's on a flight to LSU, shows up at a basketball game at halftime. I got a family.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Dude, you're from Boston, okay? Come on. Get with as Nick Saban and Pat McAfee would say, get with the program.
Correct.
Anyway. I'm done talking about football for a second. I need to vent a little bit about my 76ers, who are currently 1-5. And rather than just like full-on venting, I decided to incorporate it into a segment.
Yes, sir.
More likely to be the higher total. Paul George missed games this season. For context, he missed the first 5. He did make his debut against the Suns, scored 15, but shot less than 30% from the field. Still got a little ways to go. Or margin of victory in the Eastern Conference. And for context, Boston won the East over the Knicks last year by 14 games. So what's the higher total? Paul George missed games this season, which you got to probably factor in. There might be an injury in there. You got to throw load management into consideration.
I'd say he misses 30 games, Trevor.
30 games. Okay, so you're going with Paul George?
Yep.
Me too.
And I was excited. I'm going to be honest. Paul George is, in my opinion, I love him. He's a dual guy. So
I mean, I understood the move. I understand why they made it. The splash move of the offseason, and all of a sudden you're 1-5. I mean, it's an 82-game season.
Correct.
But we get to see an old friend tomorrow. We get to play the Clippers. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Out in LA too, so that game's at 10 p.m. Am I going to be up watching it? Maybe.
I hate the Clippers more. That's the team I hate the most.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a certain character on that team that I absolutely despise.
Oh, correct.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And he embodies their culture. So
exactly.
We'll just leave it there.
Pretend these are dollar bills.
Yeah. All show, no win. Yeah. Fucking son of a whatever. 2
of those went behind my desk. I'm going to have to find them. It's okay. That's okay. Switching over to WWE for a second.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I like the high-flying action. I like those super athletic dudes that are doing like tornado DDTs and springboard moonsaults and all that fun stuff.
Yep.
Has its place in the show, and it's an exciting time, however long the match lasts. It's an exciting 10 to 15 minutes of the show. And 2 guys that have really been putting on a show lately in their quote-unquote best of 7 series, Andrade and Carmelo Hayes of SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Both guys had shots at the United States title, unfortunately failed to do that at Crown Jewel. But I'll pose the question anyway. Who's more likely between those 2 to find main roster gold sooner? Andrade or Carmelo Hayes?
I'm high on that Hayes.
I love Hayes.
I think we discussed in the party chat. I'm a big guy on Hayes.
I do like Carmelo Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait until Trick Williams comes up and they renew that rivalry.
Yes.
I want to see that happen. Or if they become a tag team, Holy shit, Dustin's keeping up with us this week.
All right. Hey, there he is.
I like it. And I'm actually going to side with Dustin on this one. I was thinking Andrade. Let Carmelo Hayes chase it a little more. Let the anticipation build up a little bit. In WWE, it's all about the build up to the moments, right? Give Carmelo Hayes that moment. And who knows, maybe in the process, if you got the wiggle room to do so, turn him face, because he could work face too. He could work heel. Well, it works a little bit better as a heel for me, but he could work face.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm out of breath for a second. We're transitioning segments anyway. We're going to go to All In, Raise, Check, or Fold. Thank you for tuning in and interacting with this week's edition of What's More Likely.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, buddy.
I'm just a mess over here today. I spilled some Gatorade on my lap and on my desk and almost on my mouse, and I'm just a mess.
Oh,
It's an eventful day. I'm all over the place. You know what I mean?
You got to see me in the fucking morning, Trevor. I mean, it's
chaotic.
just bring it upon myself.
That's
Up the
fair enough.
stairs.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Nah, yeah, same here. I gotta
Run
work
the
on
same fucking K-pod from the night prior, and I'm like, oh, why is this fucking water? Oh, you dumb fuck! You didn't put a new pod in.
Yeah, you gotta put. You gotta put. You know what I always do? I do it the night before.
Yeah,
I make sure it's filled, and then I put it in the night before. That's what I do.
Yeah.
But anyway, all in raise, check or fold. Letting D-Hop get to the Chiefs should have been illegal a move as getting Derrick Henry to the Ravens. Like the NFL should have
Well,
verbally, obviously not literally, but like the rest of the NFL should not have let this happen.
I'm gonna go raise there because I don't think he'll get everybody on board. But I remember throwing it back on the basketball side. David Stern barred that trade, Chris Paul to the Lakers. I remember. I mean, that could have happened here, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying like the NFL, the Shield should have stepped in and done anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like collectively as an ownership group or the other 31 owners of the respective teams that I just mentioned, I don't know.
Jerry fucked us. He could have got there.
I know he did.
Son of a bitch.
I will say this on Derrick Henry. He's not getting those same numbers with the Cowboys as he is with the Ravens. Ravens have a much more developed offensive line, and they're much, much more in a stable situation as an organization than the Cowboys are right now.
Oh, disaster. Yeah.
So, I'll say check on that. Okay. I'll say check because now, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to say raise too because what D-Hop is making happen. Not only is he getting a shit ton of stats, 8 for 86, and he had 2 touchdowns, by the way. Both of those touchdowns came in the final minutes of each respective half. So key moments of the game, he was scoring touchdowns. He also enabled Kelsey 14 for 100.
Yeah.
So not only is he, attracting attention with his play and his stats, and he's being a primary wide receiver target for Mahomes, he's opening up a guy that's kind of been struggling all season. Well, I'd say for most of the season.
Mm-hmm. And so it's not because Taylor Swift broke up with him.
Huh?
And I said it's not because Taylor Swift broke up with him because I keep saying that fake bullshit all over social media. Oh, they broke up. Oh, he has a mark on his arm. There's all it's all the stupid.
No. Until she writes a song about it,
correct.
They didn't break up.
Quit fucking putting those fake articles out there, you motherfuckers. Anyway.
You must read The Onion too.
Yeah.
That's okay. Earlier in the show, you talked about one of the sickest moves we've ever seen from a ball carrier. Saquon's reverse hurdle.
Mm-hmm.
All in raise, check or fold. Saquon had the best ball carrier move of all time with that. And I got a list. I got a list that I could potentially throw in the mix, and I'll explain where I'm at with that.
I'll go raise there.
Okay.
Maybe
I was going to say.
I'm thinking of Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of the bus. I'm thinking of LT, which he gets fucking forgot about, Trevor, which drives me nuts. I mean, the original, but Lady and Tomlinson.
Right.
Yeah.
Part of it is like your taste in football. Do you like to see the more athletic play where, guys are juking defenders out, putting them in a spin cycle, or do you like to see guys being bowled over like a bowling ball and bowling pins? Correct. I know you and I prefer the latter, which is why I'll say check. And I do have, I have a couple things to recall here. You remember Dwayne Bowe That
Yes.
juke move. I think he did it against the Broncos on a punt return or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Allstott's stiff arm.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry ragdolling people. I think he did it to what was his name, Josh Norman, one time. He just like grabbed him and get off of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then a couple of more athletic ones. Well, of course, you got to throw Najee in there as well. He's stiff arming people. He put that Atlanta Falcons guy in the ground the other year. Lamar's Houdini. And he spun out like 3 guys at the same time against the Bengals. And I harken back to this one as well, just because it's funny. Well, a bus running over Urlacher, if you will, and Brady juking out Urlacher.
Yeah.
Urlacher made like 2 bad plays in his career, and both of them are viral.
I'll say this. My dream is to get an autograph of Jerome Bettis. Him
with that. Yeah.
Urlacher. Fuck, man.
A good friend of mine who I actually watch games with lives in my complex has, I don't think it's signed, but he has a framed photo of that.
It would be dope either way. Yeah. It's just fuck. Snowy day. Just hard. Fuck.
One thing he does have that I am kind of jealous of, he has an autographed Jeff Reed jersey.
Hey. One of the best kickers, man. It's Steelers kickers. I don't want
to. He was reliable. He was on the field. On the field, he was reliable.
Just not. He didn't respect Sheets, paper towel dispensers, and sinks.
Or the brick on the outside. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Spraying a little bit with the hose. You know what I mean? That's okay.
Yeah.
So we talked about Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
And I told you, let's not get too much into it.
Mm-hmm.
I got it as part of my segment here, and this is where I bring him up.
Yep.
And I'm going to go the other way on this, and this is where we're going to argue.
Yeah.
The Colts are going to regret benching Anthony Richardson because he is going to go on to have success elsewhere if they keep this up, if they keep him benched. He's going to go elsewhere like Sam Darnold, like Baker Mayfield, and he's going to do well. He's going to develop into the quarterback that the Colts always thought he could be, but not on their team.
I'm going to go check for right now. I'm not going to go fold.
Okay.
Check. He needs to get confidence in himself.
That's where I was at as well.
And if he does that, Jim Irsay's not the most, warm-hearted guy. He's not going to talk
sympathetic.
Yeah. He's like a fucking military general.
Minus the excessive drinking, yes.
Yeah. I mean, the way McAfee talked about it, basically he bounced around, and Trevor, he's like, I can't believe he's fucking putting up with that. But we'll see.
Yeah, fair enough.
I agree with you, though.
Yeah, he's got the physical tools. He needs to have it up here. And no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. Needs to have it up here. And just needs to get reps, man. Like, he didn't have a lot of reps in college. Didn't really have a whole lot of reps in the pros these past couple of years. I don't know. He just needs to get into the right system, a system that's going to support him and potentially sit behind a guy for a year or two.
Yeah.
A la Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Could do it that way as well. But no, honestly, I do hope the best for the guy. He I don't know. Seems like a decent human being. Not a whole lot of off the field issues. Obviously, you got some attitude issues to work on, but it is what it is. I wish the Colts well. I don't want McAfee to croak in front of a Colts game.
Yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to draw a comparison here, Trevor.
Sure.
To the guy that had it, but he just was fucking
screwed in the head.
I don't want to say Antonio because we're not even close there. I'm trying to think of someone that just you didn't feel he
Russell?
gave it his all.
Jamarcus Russell? I mean, I wouldn't compare that level of like bust yet, but in terms of mentality, in terms of attitude, there's some similarities there. Obviously,
Johnny?
Richardson. Ooh.
Just not the partying.
I think Richardson is a little bit better of a work ethic. Obviously, needs to work on the conditioning too, and that comes with reps.
What? He's not bad out there, for fuck's sake. I mean, 245.
I know.
Ate chicken wings the night before. He's fucking.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
100%.
All right. Yeah. But yeah, I'd say check right now. Get confidence in yourself. I don't think he doesn't give a shit. I think something's going on there, Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, it's probably tough seeing a 40-year-old ball out when you're out.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, he did for 1 week at least.
Well, right.
Yeah. Either way, I gotta pull up the. I gotta pull up this again. Oh, yeah. There it is. We got to talk about Indiana again, man.
Okay.
I actually played a pretty good team, beat Washington at home.
Yep.
They got some games coming up against the likes of Ohio State and Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can pull those off, they're going to shock the world, my friend.
Yeah.
The Indiana Hoosiers are going to win a playoff game. And as of right now, they're 8th. Which means they would host one.
Let's go. Fuck, I'm sticking with this goddamn R word tonight. Raise.
Raise?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't go all in. Yeah, I have to. I got to be on the fence there.
I'm on. Yeah, no, I got you. I'm on the excuse me. I'm on the fence between Raise and Check.
Okay.
I'll lean Raise though. I believe in Cincinnati. I believe he knows how to come into a program and turn him right the fuck around because he's done it time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got these Indiana fans believing, man. If the playoff were to happen today, imagine this matchup. We would have Tennessee going to Bloomington to play the Hoosiers. You know how fun that would be?
I don't know if I like Tennessee with that.
I think that'd be a good game, man.
It'd be a good game, but I think, yeah.
You think Tennessee would win that?
Yeah, I like the Bulls this year.
I think that'd be close.
I like them in basketball, too. Yeah.
No, I get it. No, everybody likes them in basketball. Bobby Knight throwing a chair across the room. Come on.
No, Tennessee, I like it.
Oh, the Vols and back. Yeah. Got you. No, me too.
Yeah. But Bobby Knight, legend.
Yeah, you rest.
Yeah.
Love the Hoosiers, and I love them to win a playoff game. I'm at a raise there. We'll see how they do against, I believe, when do they play Ohio State? I think it's in a couple weeks. If
they can keep it close, Trevor, I still have my respect.
They play Michigan this week. Then they got a bye. Then they go to the Horseshoe on the 23rd, and then round it out versus Purdue. Yeah, if they can keep that Ohio State game as on the road, if they can show out, and even if they lose by a possession or less, they got to be in, right?
I do like that they have.
At that point, they might be in the Big Ten title game.
I do like that they have the bye.
Yeah, no, that'll help. That'll help.
The rest, yep.
Although I don't know if they're the type of team that if they get a bye, they get a little complacent, then they, get out of their element, out of their routine a little bit. I don't know.
That's the fear too. You're in a good point.
Yeah. I'd have to go back and look at how Cignetti teams did after the bye, and well, we know Cignetti. He wins and he wins a lot, but did he win convincingly in those games? Because that's what they're going to need. They're going to have to play like that against Ohio State, just to contend. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I believe in him though. I'm buying into the hype, 100%. I believe in Cignetti.
Yep.
And I went from thinking he was an arrogant prick to he's a full-on Yinzer. He's a rebuilder of a program, and he lead the Hoosiers to the playoff. Yep. That'd be great.
Yep.
That'd be great. Everything that they've been through. Good Lord, man.
Just crushing icy lights in Bloomington.
Yeah, man.
Downtown. Give a fuck.
So a little while ago, we're switching NBA.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about my Sixers again.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I'm talking about the other superstar that we're paying damn near $50 million. What do you got? Oh, the
son of a
guy.
bitch. He got a crotch rocket now.
Crotch rocket. Okay. Well, he always does that during the show. He's got to do it at 9:20 at night on a Wednesday, right? Or Tuesday, excuse me. Tuesday.
Fucking November.
Damn it, Tuesday. Told you.
Piece
My
of
brain, as soon
shit.
as I get on here, you know.
You're good. Yeah.
The NBA's suspension of Joel Embiid for that little altercation with Marcus Hayes was totally reasonable and fair.
More substance with that, Trevor, because I kind of stay away from any negative press because you're a fan. So
Fair enough. Fair enough. So Marcus Hayes wrote an op-ed piece dated October 23rd, questioning Embiid, his willingness to play for the team and blah, 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 blah. And he also brought up his son and his late brother in the article. They get into it backstage after a presser. Some words are exchanged. A lot of 4-letter words are exchanged back and forth. And Embiid, he can get animated.
Oh, yeah.
And he has a history of being fined, suspended for words, obscene gestures,
Sure,
on the court, altercations, what have you. There's a history there.
Yeah.
And NBA suspended him 3 days for that altercation. Or not 3 days, 3 games. Think that's fair?
I'll go.
And don't be as objective as possible here, please.
I'm going to go check.
Don't be sympathetic with me.
I'm going to go check.
Okay.
And I'm not going to go fold.
Okay.
I hope it was based off of this situation, not his history. If it was based off his history, that's bullshit. Because the man brought up family. I don't think that's appropriate.
Which is why I'm at a fold. Now, should he have been suspended for having a physical altercation with a media member? Yeah, maybe a game. I'd say a game. Yeah. I'd say a game. But given the context of the situation and the fact that Marcus Hayes brought up Joel Embiid's family in the article, didn't necessarily attack his family, but used their names for his article, for his op-ed piece that is now, obviously it's blown up in the national media, Philadelphia media, what have you. He's getting his 15 seconds of fame. Good for him. Good for him. And now he forced a 3-game suspension on Joel. If a man brings up your family, what are you going to do, Billy? What are you going to do? You're probably going to get a little pissed off, right?
Hey, well, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably going to get a little pissed off. I probably wouldn't be able to control my anger very much.
No.
Now, would I get physical with the guy? Look at me. I'm 5'8", $160. Probably not getting physical with a whole lot of people and winning. But Joel Embiid, of course, 7 feet tall. Was he 260, 250? Probably actually more like 280. Yeah, that's a guy I wouldn't want getting physical with me. So you Marcus Hayes, please be careful with your words from now on.
I just think
to me, the suspension, it's overkill. I think it's overkill. Am I biased in saying that? Probably.
Is that without pay?
Without pay.
Then I'm going fold.
Okay.
I thought it was. Okay.
It's without.
Then I'm going fold. Then not just to piggyback you, but
that's fine.
I thought if they're going to take away pay,
a game, suspended for a game, maybe fine him.
Here's my thing, and Trevor, I'm going to go
pay restitution to what's his fuck.
I'm shaking. You want them to use their goddamn voice, okay? Well, he's using his voice.
It was a physical altercation as well.
Maybe a push, maybe a shove. He didn't punch the fucker in the face. You know what I mean? Maybe a push.
No.
What have you? There's staff members there that probably cleaned it up pretty quick. Maybe a couple fuck you, go fuck off.
Oh, yeah. From my understanding, that was the situation, and Embiid said something along the lines of, Sixers media, they were trying to diffuse the situation, not let it get out, and Embiid's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Let them say what they want. Blah 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 blah. Something along those lines.
Trevor.
No, it is, and that's Embiid though. He's got a loud mouth. He's got a loud mouth. He's got an attitude. He's got a presence.
Well, here's the thing too, and I think to the viewers out there, this is not just because it's Trevor's team. If it was the Lakers or the Steelers or whatever it may have you, I just think we need to all remember the pressure that these athletes are under. Yes, they make millions of dollars. The guy went a little too far. He also has to deal with fuckheads trying to get any piece of clothing or just touch him and going in the games. You can't fucking go anywhere in Philly. There's a lot of shit. And then you got this fucking asshole mouthing off about family members. And that's just.
I don't like it.
If he didn't use his name, I don't like that the names were. Because some of those guys like their kids not to be known.
If you attack the guy, you attack him professionally, okay?
Right.
That's what you do as a journalist.
Correct.
That's what you do. You don't bring personal shit into it.
No.
You don't know his life. You're not a part of his day-to-day.
No.
You judge him on what you see and nothing else.
Correct.
I judge you on what I know about you. I don't judge you on what I don't see.
Correct. I'm hot about that.
No, I know. Should be the same thing about athletes. You don't judge them on what you don't see.
Yeah, it's good.
Now, obviously, there's situations, essay, domestic, that sort of stuff where there's evidence out there, right? Eyewitness testimony, and in some cases, unfortunately, some video. Well, unfortunately or unfortunately, some videos. Ray Rice.
Yeah.
Do judge him by that. That's fine. But what you don't see a guy dealing with the loss of his brother since his first year in the league, by the way, and raising his kid, what he means to that kid.
Yeah.
You leave that shit alone.
Well, then you kind of call in the question off the court, maybe father. I don't know where the question was going, but
it was, thankfully, it didn't really go. And I read the article too. I read the whole op-ed piece.
Okay.
The op-ed piece didn't delve into how that really played into his game. I will say it was just brought up in reference to it. And still, that can be taken one way or another. You invoke the names, you invoke the relation. He did that in the first paragraph of the fucking article, too. That's what bites me.
Yeah, I'm pulled there, Trevor. The more we talk, the more,
I'll send you the article, too. I have it bookmarked.
I'm very interested. I saw it. I saw about the send out, rest time, whatever, and then I saw that pop up, and I said, I really don't need something.
Do let me be clear to the viewers here as well. I'm not condoning Embiid's actions. I'm not.
Oh, no.
You don't get physical with media members. You don't shout at them. You don't lose your cool.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is Embiid acted out of emotion, which is what he's known to do.
Correct.
And this Marcus dude, Marcus Hayes?
Yeah.
Whether he realized it or not, whether he did it on purpose or not, took advantage of a situation to make an athlete look bad.
Correct. Well, I'm sorry, media members sometimes.
I get it.
Yeah, they're just words, but they word shit in a certain way.
Words don't sell. Emotions do.
Correct. They say shit, they word it a certain way to get a rise. That's why I'm never going to.
And as far as I know, Marcus Hayes still writing op-eds for the Philadelphia Inquirer. So I don't. He's not going to be suspended for 3 weeks without pay.
Let's see if he's welcomed in the Sixers. Whatever.
Probably not. If he had a credential, he probably doesn't have it anymore.
But I mean, that was a good conversation, though.
Yeah, no,
not a good situation, but good conversation.
It's a conversation that needs to happen. Unfortunately, it takes, especially in times like this, on an important day like this, in the sports and in the real world in these United States, it takes a conversation like this and happenings like this for it to be brought up.
Correct.
So, but that's okay. That's how we get better as humans. That's how we get better as media members, athletes, all across the board.
Correct.
Okay, I think I've had enough substantive conversation for this episode. Let's get into some, on a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? And we're going to get gnarly here, Billy. We're going to have some fun. We were serious. Now we're going to have some fun.
Okay. I hope I didn't gear you up even more, but that just
no
really fucking.
You did gear me up, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to harness that energy into fun for the viewers and for you.
Okay, I got you.
So let's fucking go.
All right.
I missed that Nicolas Cage. I missed that last week. So good, man. So good. Now, I only got 4 of them this week.
That's all right.
But I think I got some spicy topics that we can dishevel over for our viewers. On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? Whoever the hell plays the Lions every week.
Right now, an 8.
I was thinking 7 or 8.
Yeah. Dan Campbell's hot.
Some weaknesses in the pass rush, but no, they're on fire. They're on absolute fire right now. They've won 6 in a row, I think it is.
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Averaging 32.3 a game, first in the NFL, and not just beating these teams, sometimes blowing the brakes off of them, a la what they did to the Cowboys, Seahawks, Titans, and even to the Packers on the road. That was their first outdoor game this season, and of course the doubters pop up. Oh, Detroit can't play in the cold. Detroit can't play in the cold. Detroit can't play it outdoors.
Showed you.
Oh, they showed you. I mean, some iffy circumstances surrounding the game, but they won. They won by 10. Yeah. Maintained their lead in the NFC North, and they look. I'll say it. They look like the best team in the NFL.
And I'll say this: their offense coordinator, you could see him going somewhere else next season. Creativity, Trevor.
Well, he was offered jobs this past offseason. So.
Correct. I mean, but damn. I mean, gutsy. I know that's Campbell too. He has balls of steel. He don't give a fuck.
Staying true to his initial press conference when he said, we're on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off and we're going to keep going. They're biting a shit ton of kneecaps off right now. And in the law of the jungle, the Lions are king.
His mentality, you're never going to probably ever hear something like this. This is how fucked my head is. His mentality, he could walk up Mount Everest barefoot. That's like, he is the strongest willed fucking coach. And he don't give a shit, Trevor. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. He goes on 4th down. It might not work, but he's going to do it again next week.
Yep. He lives and dies on his sword. That's what he did last year in the playoff game.
Yeah.
Went for a couple key 4th downs that unfortunately didn't work out, but the NFC Championship game died on his sword.
Yep.
That's what he's going to do every single week, every single season.
Yep.
God, I love that man.
I do. I'm fucking Steeler through and through, but God damn it, I like Dan Campbell.
If there's a coach that I want other than Mike Tomlin, it's probably him. He's up.
Oh, could you imagine him in Pittsburgh? Oh,
he'd fit right in.
Oh my!
Blue collar mentality. We're going for it every 4th down. Probably drives Steeler fans nuts sometimes. Probably drives Lions fans nuts a little bit. But Lions fans have been waiting for 50 years to be driven nuts. They're enjoying the hell out of this.
Yeah. I love it. He fits with Detroit. It's something.
So we talked about the Cowboys earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What a shit show they are.
Yes.
And there's a certain name, a certain quote unquote retired name out there that's been making appearances on McAfee and other sports outlets. Did the Manning cast and famously called out Taylor Swift. Bill Belichick.
Yep.
On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? Bill Belichick's retirement plans.
I'm going to go 9.
I
do not think he will be the Cowboys coach, though.
Who's he coaching?
I believe. Nate and me talked about this. I could see him going to the Raiders.
Ooh. Bringing the Patriot way to the Raiders.
Brady.
Now, let me pronounce that correctly. The Raiders.
Yeah.
I pronounced that right, Nate? Does Nate approve?
He's downstairs. He went down.
Oh, he went downstairs. Okay. Yeah. He'll have to watch it back.
Yeah, I think he's still watching on his phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Nate, if you're in the comments, if you approve of me pronouncing the Raiders correctly, just give me a thumbs up, 10 out of 10, whatever.
It just makes sense. I don't know.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna say 10. He's gonna coach somewhere next year.
Oh,
he has to. And he's gonna do it his way. He's gonna completely overhaul everything. Bring his guys in there. That might include Josh McDaniels, which is why I'm hesitant to say the Raiders.
Holy shit.
And why? That's what I'm saying, though. With that relationship, how strange that is.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's a good point. Fuck, that's really good.
Go coach a college. He's not gonna go coach a college team. Captain Insano, not being nice to Nate. Come on.
Captain Insano.
Kicking a man while he's down. Come on.
Captain Insano, how are you doing tonight? I have a question for you.
I have a question for you.
Every time I see his name, I think of that fucking clip.
No, I know. That's absolutely.
But okay.
That's some good shit. Oh, it reminds me of Alex Highsmith's Waterboy impression. If you've ever seen that.
He hits it on the fucking.
Oh, I know. Mr. Coach Klein, I want to provide the team some high quality H2O. Gatorade H2O.
Yeah.
Mine's not nearly as good as Highsmith's. Trust me. Go
he hits
again.
It right on the fucking.
Bing bong. Hits it. Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? Going to the college ranks here and reigniting this Heisman conversation that we had in regards to Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, Bo Janty, Dylan Gabriel, and several others that we've had over the last several weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But there's two clear front runners right now. Both are at plus 185 on FanDuel to win it. On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? Let me ask the question this way. In the Heisman race, anybody not named Cam Ward or Travis Hunter?
I'm going to go 10.
I'll say an 8.
Okay.
I'll say an 8. We got the last 3-4 games of the season for a lot of teams. A lot of times Heisman's are won and lost in the postseason and toward the end of the season. So could see it happen. Now, I don't know what the timeline is of when they have to get the votes in. I want to say it's after the regular season. If there's somebody in the comments that knows, please correct me. So, shit could change in a few games, but I'll say an 8. Switching over to WWE now. The Wyatt 6.
Yep.
They have their next target. If you didn't watch Monday Night Raw last night, you saw did you see that vignette?
No.
Go watch that. Go watch it. It's very good. It's a very good one. They've targeted the Miz.
Oh, that'll be fucking fantastic.
Bo, the old, what was it? Bo Dallas used to be like his henchman several years back. So now the Wyatt 6, Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas kind of getting revenge on him. On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? The Miz.
10.
Yeah. He's got no help, too. They're trying to disassociate from the Miz right now.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're gonna get out of it, but seemingly the Miz in storyline, no help right now.
20.
No help right now. He's taking this shit on alone. Maybe other than with R-Truth. I don't know. I don't know much help R-Truth is gonna be. 20, yeah, 20, yeah.
Jesus.
This might be the kayfabe end of the Miz's career. We'll see.
Yeah. Good shit.
Yes, sir. I had a feeling we'd get fired up off of those, Billy, and we did. We had a good time. We had some fun.
Yeah. It was ups and downs, up and down, and up again.
Oh, it always.
Oh,
I love to take people on emotional roller coasters, loop-de-loops.
Bye, Miz. All right.
Bye, Miz.
Yeah.
Instead of B Miz, bye, Miz.
You can go back to reality TV. He'd be all right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's making his money. He's doing okay. Got a hot wife who's in better health now, thankfully.
God bless him.
God bless Maurice.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all I got for on a scale of 1 to 10. Are they fucked for this week? Moving on to debate time, right, Billy?
Yeah, it's going to be something here. Also, I got to say this before I am not going to curse any bullshit at the end of this episode because I've done now 2 weeks in a row. Or a week last week, and then we took a break, and then the week.
Hey, on God.
Yeah, on God.
On God, you're not going to curse.
Jesus, Dustin, keep it together. Fuck. You give a guy a comment section.
We know what Dustin's doing after this show.
I can't say what I want to say.
Move on to debate time. Let's go.
I can't. Yeah. Would have been inappropriate.
Very much.
All right, another debate time here. Going to start us off. Will the Steelers win a playoff game this year?
Yes.
I agree with you.
Depends on, well, actually, I say yes because I'm confident in my team. And I'm confident that if there's going to be a year that we break this string of not winning a playoff game, I think it's going to be this year.
Yes.
Right now, third in the AFC, obviously leading the AFC North. That is definitely subject to change.
Yep.
Who else we got in there? We got the Chargers in there. We got the Broncos somehow in there. Colts and Bengals are 8th and 9th, respectively. Then it's the Jets on down. So if we just isolate the top 9 right now, and we were to play the 6th seed, we'd be playing the Chargers right now.
We'd fuck them up.
I would think so, and we've already beat them this season. We could have beat them by 17. We beat them by 10 at home.
Yeah.
With Justin Fields as our quarterback. So
correct.
And the Chargers not scoring a whole lot of points. Pretty sure they're like close to last in the NFL in terms of points per game. So if we were to take them on, I think we could definitely handle that one. Never know if we're going to get a Mike Tomlin special, but Broncos, we've already beaten them as well this season.
Mm-hmm.
We play them. They somehow rise to the 6th spot. Colts and Bengals, I think they're beatable too. I think we have a good secondary that could, I don't know if we would really shut down Joe Burrow, but we'd corral him a little bit. He wouldn't be throwing 5 touchdowns against us, I wouldn't think. And the Colts, I don't know what the hell they're going to do.
Shit show. TJ had
a little bit of a shit show right now. Little bit. Of course, we did lose to them earlier in the season, thanks to one Joe Flacco coming off the couch again and leading the Colts to a victory.
Yeah. TJ lives rent-free in Joe Burrow's head, though. So
that's, absolutely.
Shits himself. But anyways, moving on here, Dustin. Yeah, you're gonna get hot in your pants for this one, buddy. You better get strapped in.
Wait, dude. What did you say? Did you say yes?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Every year, I think they're gonna win the fucking Super Bowl, Trevor. It's the most unhealthy fucking thing I've ever.
No, I get it. I
thought Kenny Pickett. What's the second coming? I was totally fucking wrong.
You did. You said that for I don't know how long.
Bought his fucking jersey. Believed in the fucking locks.
Do you still have that jersey?
I fucking gave it to Goodwill.
Really? How much you pay for that thing? You pay the full price, or did you get it from China?
There was a discount code. There was 129. Hope some kid out there is fucking enjoying it.
Okay, so you got $50 off of it. That's not bad.
Fucking insane.
It's not bad.
Fucker. Anyways, it doesn't get hot in your pants and strap in because we have a WWE one. Craziest moment that occurred in wrestling, in your opinion, the craziest.
Oh, I got one for you. You ever seen the clip of New Jack throwing Vic Grimes off the scaffolding?
Yes.
That's it. Because that was real.
I was going to say
that was real. If you've ever watched Dark Side of the Ring, they had one on New Jack. He said he was trying to kill the guy.
He's fucking nuts.
Oh, yeah. Real screwy in the head.
Didn't he have a pocket knife? Wasn't there something with... He tried to stab a guy?
Something like that. I think it was like a 19-year-old who was like a fake wrestler or like a 17-year-old, and he beat the shit out of him, made him bleed for real.
Yeah.
Sent him to the emergency room. That was at like a ECW house show or something. But, I will say that the Vic Grimes New Jack episode with him throwing... Because Vic Grimes, I will say, was about a foot away from being hung on the ropes.
Yeah.
He bounced back into the ring.
Yeah.
He bounced up a little bit, which stalled his momentum, and then bounced back into the ring.
Yeah.
New Jack was trying to throw him to the outside, basically to the cement. I mean, there's padding, but it's like, I don't know, that much padding maybe.
Mm-hmm.
from that height, wouldn't have mattered. He probably would have been killed.
Yeah. And you can go with the shoe in Owen Hart falling from the.
Yeah, that came to mind as well.
I'm gonna.
Here's one: the Edge and Lita live sex scene.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, I totally forgot about that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of nuts. That was kind of nuts. And one that's resurfaced on my TikTok lately, one that a lot of people thought was real, Triple H being dropped from like a payloader in a car upside down. I don't know if you remember that one. That one was like Survivor Series 2000, I think, something around there.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold
yeah.
on here.
And for the longest time, I thought like Triple H was in that car the whole time.
Hold on here. Try Triple H.
TLC. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If we're talking like kayfabe crazy, like in terms of wrestling, just like the most insane thing ever, Edge's spear of Jeff Hardy off the ladder. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh yeah, the shit that I remember that.
Yeah,
when
the
DX
cement
ripped
truck,
the cement truck, blowing up the DX Express.
Yeah,
lot of good ones. Austin driving the Zamboni, of course. Here's another one. WrestleMania 15, I think it was. Big Boss Man versus The Undertaker at the end of the match. Big Boss Man is in a noose. He's in a noose. I mean, it's rigged, but he's in a noose. And Undertaker has the has the cage go up, and he's literally hanging Big Boss Man. He's like this.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Crazy shit.
I'm going to say Mick Foley, but Mankind lost his ear in the ropes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he's been through some crazy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Had the WrestleMania 22 against Edge, Hell in a Cell twice, obviously.
Yeah. Fuck. And I thought it was fake. You know, you think, and then you see him nowadays. No,
it's literally it's torn off. There's nothing there. There's just a mass there. That's it.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I always go back to that New Jack.
Yeah.
I always go back to that New Jack moment because that, like I said, he was literally trying to kill the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Fucking nut job. But yeah. The Dark Side of the Ring, a lot of good documentaries if you guys haven't watch that. If you're a wrestling fan, you probably don't want to see that dark side, but it's good. It's good shit. Good shit. You learn about some shit you didn't know, and learn about the mental health side, all that kind of shit. But inside is the Hornets trading away Kobe Bryant for Vlade Divac, one of the stupidest trades of all time in NBA history.
Ooh. That was at the draft, right? Yeah.
They draft him and send him.
Probably.
I was thinking about that, and then
yeah, it's not good.
I'm trying to think of a good one.
I was going to say I'm trying to think of other ones.
I guess Cleveland and LeBron walk.
That was a free agency.
Oh yes.
I mean, if you're talking in the context of trades, the Nets believe had a trade for Ben Simmons. So
yes. That's it.
There's that one. That one comes to mind. Trying to think, because trades don't happen very often in the NBA. Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of any others that like stick out as like what the hell were they thinking?
You're right. Right. Yeah, I just think I thought of that today. I'm like, I was watching some YouTube video and I'm like, I totally forgot it was Vlade fucking Divac that they got in return. And I think some other draft capital. I can't remember for sure. But yeah, no, there you go, Dustin. There's your history on Kobe. You'll probably lose your shit. But anyways, your favorite pie, Trevor. I know the sickles in the comments will say some type of pie. I'm talking actual eating pie.
I was gonna say we can't say that pie, can we? We can't say that, or can?
Let's just
Let's go with
pie.
can't. Okay, so normal, like
lemon meringue.
Eat around the dinner table with your family at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Pie.
Let's think of grandma here, not Pornhub. What pie?
I was gonna say where people's minds were at, and you're like, oh, let's think of grandma.
Pumpkin pie or strawberry?
I believe I've told you, and I've told a bunch of other people, among my extended family, I'm like the only one that doesn't like pumpkin pie.
Is cheesecake a pie?
No, it's cake.
All right. He has pecan pie, apple pie, vanilla pie.
Rhubarb pie, very underrated.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick with good old American apple pie, though. It's the go-to for me. You toss the cinnamon on it, you toss the whipped cream, just basic, very basic, easy to make, easy to do. Blueberry pie as well. Blueberry
very
good.
Good. I like. I have to go with the apple pie.
Yes,
and it's not just because it's Thanksgiving. I do enjoy pumpkin pie if it's made correctly. That's the biggest
of course.
thing. I need some crust. I need it to be crunchy a little bit, not soggy. I need it crunchy.
Got you.
Yeah. Chocolate
pie as well. Yeah, any of the pudding pies, really. I just had with the pizza that I made for my grandparents, we had some butterscotch pie. That was
okay.
Well, yeah, I enjoyed that. Not my go-to. It was nice to try though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a couple of debate time questions for us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I will start with sticking with like fall and food and drinks and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna implement the Be a Man question of the week officially, and we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna keep doing that because I've been spotty with it. I'm gonna try and make it an official thing now. The Buckle Up with the Boys Be a Man question of the week. But first, better seasonal alcoholic beverage for the fall.
Shit.
Your craft beers.
Mm-hmm.
Your craft beers. Think like Oktoberfest.
Yep.
And, like your hazies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or hard cider.
I think to this year, or this time of year, that winter Jack. Now, I don't know if I believe it is a cider liquor.
Okay.
But I do like it's a tough one, Trevor.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Because I like the Oktoberfest. I like certain.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Adams doesn't have a bad Oktoberfest.
Bush apple, if you count that.
Bush apple, hard cider. See, that's a liquor though.
Cinnamon whiskey.
Ooh.
But
Fireball's always good. I mean, it's
yeah. But between those two, like your Oktoberfest type
beers. I go Oktoberfest.
Okay, I'm gonna say cider. I'm a cider guy.
Okay. Yeah.
I like hard cider. I like your Angry Orchards.
Yeah.
I need a little sweetness in my life. I can't have too many of them. I'll sip on them. They got a little too much sugar for me, but
strictly if you're drinking cider all night, brush your fucking teeth before you go to bed. I don't care how hammered you are. Your teeth in the morning. Oh.
They're going to feel horrible.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I've done that. And I haven't. Yeah. Thankfully, I did it on like a Saturday or a Sunday. Well, it's Saturday or Sunday morning. I woke up to that.
Yeah.
So, it's not like I wasted a day or anything, but still.
Correct. Yeah. Oh, good shit.
But anyway, our Buckle Up with the Boys Be a Man question of the week. More appropriate jokes to laugh at. Dick jokes or jokes related to historical events, of which there are many made in our PlayStation chat. And I will let the viewers go into their creative minds to know what we're talking about.
I'm gonna go dick jokes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
The latter is attractive.
In the right crowd are very funny. Absolutely hilarious, but not appealing to everyone.
Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. I just got to delete that
Go ahead.
comment.
Yep,
We
yep.
can't have that in there. Dustin, clean it up. Fuck.
We got them all horned up
Holy
earlier
shit.
now. Yeah, that
Oh
was.
my
Yeah.
God. Had to click
Okay.
on that real
Okay.
quick. All right.
No, I think we're okay. I think
All
we're
right.
okay.
Nate's good both. All right. Dick
Both.
jokes.
Nah. What's more appropriate? Dick jokes. I think.
All right.
They're a little bit easier to make too. You have to be in a certain like conversation and, like I said, in the right crowd to make a like a historical event type of joke.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're gonna offend some people.
Yeah.
Dick
All
jokes.
right.
People just think you're immature. So
I can't believe that just.
No,
anyways.
I get it. I get it. Hell of a way to end it, Billy, eh?
Wow. And I am not going to repeat that one. I repeat a lot of comments.
No. For those that saw it, yes, that's what you saw. I saw it too. I got the comments right on the right side of my screen here.
All right. Well,
so we're just gonna we're gonna do better next week with the Buckle Up with the Boys Be a Man question of the week, and hopefully get some more appropriate answers from our viewing audience.
All right, we just gotta keep moving forward. All right, let's fucking bring it together.
It happened. We're laughing about it, and we'll move on.
Yep.
Relish in it for 24 hours, and then move on. As
there's a quote I flipped by,
as Coach
Trevor
Speed would say.
And I drove. He's been in the comments, folks out there. You know me personally, Doug. I've drove him nuts all through college. When I would do shitty on a test, or I would miss a class, we'll make an adjustment to it, and we'll make a tradition out of it. And that's what we're gonna do.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna build a hell of a program here.
Yeah. But anyways, hold on. Let me just make sure.
I know you're flustered. You can't get into the routine yet.
You're really towing the line there. Anyways, have a good day. Have a good night. God bless. Stay safe out there. This was another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys with your host here, DB, and host Trevor Dinsmore. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight. If you're joining later, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, send it to your weird neighbor, your grandma, your friend, or whoever the hell enjoys sports. We appreciate any viewership. We'll be back next Tuesday at 8 o'clock, and hope everybody has a good week. And I'll gas no breaks.
Don't swear during the outro, Billy.
I just got to come down.
Have a good one, everybody.